Hi friends, once again Katie is here from the channel Karthik Tuitions. In my previous video, we had discussed about how to find the median for the group data. Also, we had discussed how to make discontinuous classes to continuous classes. Now, in this video, we are going to talk about mode. Now, what is mode? Basically, mode is that value whose frequency is maximum in the series. Now, in this video, you're going to learn to find the mode of the group data. So again, the first condition is classes has to be continuous. So if the classes are not continuous, you have to make the classes continuous. If by mistake you have missed my previous video, please go back to that video, watch that videos in which I have discussed how to make the discontinuous classes to continuous. Then proceed with this video. Now see, for mode, we have to prepare a table with the 3 columns if the classes are discontinuous. Then after that, we need to talk about maximum frequency. So you have to just check the column of frequency and you have to identify the maximum frequency value. That's it. Why do I need this? Because in median, we had a median class. So in mode, we have model class. The class having the maximum frequency is called as model class. Is called as model class. After that, we'll have a look at the formula. The formula is also again a small and easy one. Mode is equals to L plus F1 minus F0 upon 2 F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. थोड़ा भयानक है but manageable है. What is the formula? L plus F1 minus F0 upon 2 F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H, where L stands for lower limit of the model class. F1 is the frequency of the model class, or you can also call it as a maximum frequency. Then F0 is the frequency of the class preceding model class. Preceding यानी उसके पहले. F2 is the frequency of the class succeeding model class. Succeeding यानी उसके बाद वाला class. And H is, so we all know, width of the class. Now let's look at one sum for understanding how to get the value of mode. Electricity used by some families is shown in the following table. Find the mode for use of electricity. Now, if you observe, the classes are continuous. So I have prepared the table with 2 columns, where my first column will be for the classes, that is use of electricity, and I'll write the classes as it is given in a table. Then second column will be for the number of families, that is our frequency, and write the data as it is given. So in this table work, you don't have to do much efforts. You have to just copy the table as it is given to us because the classes are continuous. If the classes would have been discontinuous, then you need to prepare a table with the 3 columns where you will make the classes continuous. Now first, let's check the frequency column. Check what is the highest value in a frequency column. Sir, ये इसकी क्या जरूरत है? We need to find the maximum frequency. So now here 13, 50, 70, 100, 80 और 17 में बड़ा कौन is 100. Now since that is the maximum frequency, that is our F1. Now class having that frequency becomes model class. So which is a class having that F1 value? It is 60 to 80. So that will become our model class. Now the frequency preceding the model class is which? 70. So that becomes your F0. Then frequency succeeding the model class, so that is our 80, will become our F2. And L is our 60. And H, so we all know, how do we get the width of the class? Difference between any two consecutive lower limits or upper limits. So 20 minus 0 will give us 20. I hope I am clear till here. Now only substitution. So let's go for the formula. छोटा सा प्यारा सा formula. Formula क्या है? L plus F1 minus F0 upon 2 F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. Now let's substitute the values. See, L is how much? 60. So 60 plus 100 minus 70 upon 2 into 100 minus 70 minus 80 into 20. Now as per the rule, first we'll solve the bracket. 100 minus 70 gives you 30. अच्छा, इन डिनोमिनेटर में देखो 2 into 100 कितना हो जाता है? 200. Minus 70 minus 80 becomes minus 150. So 200 minus 150 will give us 50. So we get 60 plus 30 upon 50 into 20. Now first 30 upon 50, दोनों का एक एक जीरो कट हो जाएगा, and 5 ones are 5 fours are. So basically it is 3 into 4 which will give us 12. So it is 60 plus 12 which will give us 72. Now data is of use of electricity in units. So our unit will be units, and we should always write the answer in statement form. So the mode for the use of electricity is 72. I hope you have understood this method. Let's have a look at one more example. The following frequency distribution table gives the ages of 200 patients treated in a hospital in a week. Find the mode of ages of the patients. Now, if you observe, the classes are discontinuous. Sir, आपको कैसे पता? Observe the class 5 to 9, 10 to 14, 15 to 19. If you observe, the upper limit of the class is not the lower limit of the next class. Hence, the classes are discontinuous. So, we'll prepare a table with the three columns. The first column is for the ages, that is the data what is given to us, write it as it is. Then third column will be the number of patients. Again, write the data what is given to us. Now our second column is for the continuous classes. But कहानी में थोड़ा twist है. If you observe, the first class is given to us as less than 5. Less than 5 यानी कहाँ तक? 4 तक. So now this time I'll find the difference between 5 and 4. So that will give us 1. Now when you divide 1 by 2, what you will get? You will get 0.5. So basically, now since this sum is based on ages, I know 0 minus 0.5 becomes minus 0.5. But as I told you, this sum is on ages and age cannot be negative. So I'll take the first class lower limit as 0. Now, when we add that 0.5 to upper limit, it will become 4.5. So my first class is 0 to 4.5. I repeat, since the sum is on ages and age cannot be negative, that's the reason in my first class, I have taken the lower limit as 0. Now, the next class, 5 minus 0.5 will give us 4.5 and 9 plus 0.5 will give us 9.5. So our second class is 4.5 to 9.5. And same way, we get the remaining classes. I hope you remember this. We have discussed this in earlier sum also. So now we have got the classes. Now let's find first the model class. How do we get the model class? The class having the maximum frequency. So observe the column of frequency column. What is the highest value you can see? That is 50. So that is our F1. Now the class having the maximum frequency is your model class. So here 9.5 to 14.5 is your model class. So we have got F1. What will be our L? 9.5. Then the frequency above F1 is our F0 and frequency after F1 is our F2. So we got the value of F0, F2, L and F1. Now class width, if you just observe, the class width is 5. You know how to find it. The difference between any two consecutive lower limits or upper limits. Now let's move to the next part of the sum, that is substitution of the values in formula. Formula क्या है? बहुत छोटा सा प्यारा सा formula है, that is L plus F1 minus F0 upon 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. Now let's substitute the values. See, our L is 9.5 plus our F1 is 50. So 50 minus 32 upon 2 into 50 minus 32 minus 36 into 5. Now, as you know, we solve the bracket first. So here 9.5 तो वैसे ही रहेगा. Now see, in bracket 50 minus 32 will give us 18. Now in denominator 2 into 50 is 100. Now 100 minus 32 minus 36 will give us 32. So basically our next term becomes 18 upon 32 into 5. Now next step is 9.5 plus, just simplify this. 80 into 5 will become 90. When you divide 90 by 32, you will get it as 2.81. So your age will become 9.5 plus 2.81, that is 12.31 years. Why years? Because that sum is based on age. Now always write the answer in statement form. The statement form answer will be what? The mode of ages of patient is 12.31 years. I hope you understood this sum. If you are enjoying my videos, do share it with your friends. Also like, share and subscribe my channel for the regular updates. Thank you.